some positivity, not all this baggage that you have. And if you don't deal with them as a person, like yourself,
Right. Someone
um,
saying the sound is gone. Is it?
that's it. Can
Hello?
you guys? I can hear you just fine.
Yeah. If y'all can't
Um,
hear us, can you just like wave or like send us a
yeah,
sign?
let us know if you can't hear us.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's work that you have to do for yourself. You can't
Right.
put that pressure on other
Oh,
people.
someone said I can't hear you guys. Another person.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
Oh, I
can. Okay.
can. Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Whew.
Okay, good. Thanks,
Scare
guys.
me for a second. Um, but yeah, it's work that you need to do on your own before you now bring somebody else in the equation. I'm sorry, like
Mhm.
deal with that, sis, bro. However, my people deal with that shit on your own because it's not fair
No.
for you to bring that on other people. People have their own shit going on.
Mhm.
And people have their own shit going on. So,
King Maverick said it's fine on my end. What is fine
um,
on your end? Can you
no, the
explain that?
sound, the sound.
Oh, okay. I
But
thought you were
sometimes
talking
I
about.
think most of us are afraid of showing our true selves. And
Right.
I agree with that. I really do agree with
But
that
then that's the
because
whole part of the self love and self care thing that we're talking about. When you have processed that and you have dealt with it, you can come to terms with yourself and love yourself.
yes,
Like, okay,
yes,
how
yes,
am I, what am I projecting to this next person?
right,
How can I communicate? And also, it's also like something you can kind of look into your partner and be able to discern if this is the right person for
right.
you, if this person is going to receive you just as you are, just like a
Mm-hmm,
limited
mm-hmm.
version of yourself, no masks, no persona, no like nothing, just you,
Yeah, exactly. And I
right?
feel like that's the thing. When you are afraid to show your true self, then you're not true to yourself. This really just as simple. Well, not so simple, but simple for the people who have taken the time
Right.
to know who they are. I feel like, I mean, at one point I was afraid of showing my true self because
Hmm.
I didn't know how people were going to handle it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I found like that group of people to understand who you are and not judge you for who you are. You know what I mean?
Who
So
are you,
showing
Tito? Can you
who,
tell us?
no, wait, what do you
Do
mean? Who
you
am I?
care to share who you
No.
is, girl?
I am a human being.
Uh-huh.
I'm a woman.
Okay.
I am a lover,
All right.
sometimes a fighter.
Okay.
So, I mean, what else do you want to know?
She's
It's just that's
single,
me.
guys. If you're.
I'm not single.
Oh,
Mm,
oh, she's not single.
I'm
Never
not
mind
single.
then.
Please keep
Get
your
out of
DMs
her
to
DMs
yourself.
and stay out of her DM. She is not single.
um,
Sorry.
but yeah, no, I am a human being first and foremost, and everything else comes after that.
Right.
I'm a very open book, depending on who you are, Shaw.
So they're
The
saying
fear
the
of
yeah.
being misunderstood. Hold on. Abuchi says, I think it's easier said than done because your family define you. Yes, they do. And it's a huge thing. I mean, I don't really necessarily show my true self to my family because of being misunderstood. Um, the people who I show myself to are the people who understand me. You know what I mean? That's just the thing is you see this, I act accordingly. I always tell people. And so however the energy you give me is the energy I give back.
Right.
So if you're giving me shady energy, I'm not sharing shit with you. If you're
Right.
being open to me, I'm going to be open to you. It's collateral damage at
Right.
that point because now you're sitting there and you're like, oh man, I sound very ashy doing this type of thing. But if that person understand what ashy is, show your ashiness. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that the person can be like, oh, me too. You know,
Yeah.
um, it's collateral damage. It's collateral damage. So I can't DM you when this is done. I'm dying. I mean, you can slide in my
Girl is not
DMs, but
single. Sorry, that was a rumor. Like she is not single. She is taken.
I mean, you can slide in my DMs, but our conversation is gonna be very platonic, sir.
Right.
Um,
Right.
how's your
She
day
said what she
going?
said. She said what she
How's
said.
isolation? Slide in them DMs. It's okay. Just know that the energy that you're giving me is what you're gonna get back. People are so hypocritical; they can never take the energy to dish out. That's the thing. Is like I said, you need to be able to know the energy that you are giving out is going to be received properly.
Properly, yes.
Yeah. Yes. So you have to feel the energy before you dish it out.
Right.
It's just that simple. But for me, it's just like I've been friends with people for over a decade, and I haven't shared one lick of information about my life because I know their energy is just like busybody talk things. You know what I mean? I can go out with you and party with you, and drink with you. But now to share something about my life and my family, that's a no-no.
Energy is very, very,
very important. And when you feel the energy of somebody else, it's not necessarily like physical energy, but just watching them by the way they talk,
right,
by the way they interact with other people. You know what I mean? You're sitting there and they're laughing and smiling to somebody else, and turn around and be like,
right.
But you know how to not handle that person. So just gauge the energy first before you dish out the things that you want to keep to yourself.
Hope we know a lot of guys are intimidated by what?
By what? Do I bite? Actually, maybe. But like
okay. All right. Are we going into this topic of sex, people?
Let's do it. Guys, talking about intimidation.
Y'all. She's a
talking about intimidation and sex is a thing.
Well, okay. Let's talk about intimidation first, so we can answer his question.
Yes, guys are intimidated.
But like, why though?
What is this? I had a situation. I'm not gonna really open my ass out there like that, but I had a situation where I was showing my true self to somebody, and they were scared, like full on scared, because they were like, "Oh."
But what? Like, that's not your problem though. Like, if you feel intimidated, that is, their problem.
But when that happened, it made me feel insecure about what I was into.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just kind of like, man, am I really weird? Like, is this a real, like, am I normal? But then I had to sit back and be like, it's not for everybody, So sex and intimidation is a thing.
Okay. So are we talking about sex? Are we talking about intimidation?
Here. Hi,
he
Femi.
said, he said when you put out energy like that, a lot of guys are intimidated. What kind of energy are you putting out though?
Like realness?
Like he said, society defines you, your manhood defines you, but why should you allow society to define you?
Yes, and
that's all. Again, it all boils down to the self-love and self-care and self-realization, self-awareness. Know who you are. Know when you're being triggered. Know when your toxic traits. Know how to deal with them. Know how to heal from all your past trauma. That is the only way. That is the only way you won't feel intimidated.
Yeah, that's true. And if there are women here watching, if a man is intimidated by you, throw the whole man away. Throw trash. Like, throw the whole man away, because you do not want somebody to now start projecting his insecurity onto you, and then you feeling bad about the decisions you're making as a grown-ass woman. So if a man is intimidated by the decisions you're making, then throw him away, please. It's just that simple. But yes,
sex. Woo!
We're there.
What are we talking about? Sex. So sex. Well. Okay.
Double the trash bag and using through double that trash bag. Yes, please. Sex. Does size matter?
Does it? Talk to us. Does size matter, guys?
Does it matter? I mean, to you, Ife, does size matter?
To me, yes. I feel like yes. But there's levels to this shit though.
There's levels.
There's levels to this shit. I mean, if okay, it doesn't have to be like the biggest thing in the world, but I thought we are gonna keep this PG, but I don't think it's working.
It's not going PG at this point. It's rated R.
It's so rated R. But okay, so sex, it doesn't have to be the biggest thing in the world, but you do have to know how to use it.
Yeah.
Well, so it is important to know how to please your partner, in my opinion. If I am telling you that, you know, this ain't shit and this is not what it is, you have to be able to receive that without taking it like personally. Right. Because every woman is different. Every woman's bodies are different. You could please one woman one way, but like me,
the other one just ain't receiving it.
Nah. So yes, so for me, yes, it is important, but you know, there's levels to the shit. And yeah, it doesn't have to be like the biggest thing ever, but know how to use it. And it shouldn't be the smallest thing ever either. Yeah.
I get that.
Yes.
Yes. I honestly, I want to say yes and no with the size situation, because you need to obviously, going back to understanding who you are as a person. Right. You know what I mean? If you're not packing, but you know you can please me in different ways, then I mean, you're good. Bruh. It's good. So I mean, it can be a micro penis, so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with that. But you know,
remember when I said there's levels to this shit? That's.
I don't need the lowest level, and I don't need the highest level. I just need in between level. You know what I mean?
Somewhere
in between. That you are lacking in some areas, and you can do best in another area.
Just compensate. If you can't, you know, do the thing, then you know, do other things. So
Akin says, do people come with yes, and that's the sad part, because expectations lead to disappointments. Expectations lead to disappointments. You don't expect shit from anybody. Don't expect shit from anybody. You know what I mean? Just take everybody with a grain of salt. Hey, it could be great, it could not be great. So what are you gonna do when it's not great? What are you gonna do when it is great? You need to have A to Z planned.
Communicate.
That's another thing. Communicate.
Hopefully the person can take it. You know.
Exactly. Some people are comparing though, and that's throw that person away.
You're just like throw that person away.
I've been throwing a lot of people away, sis. Like, bye. I know myself. Bye. I know me. Bye. I know what I want. Bye. I've been throwing. My trash can is full. Ari says, provide specifications. I cannot. I'm sorry. I'm not lying.
Specifications about what? Like, what do you mean specification? Oh, Ray says, hi, Ray. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining. Ray says, what's in between, though? What makes you
feel good? That's what's in between. What makes you feel good is what's in between.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. Akin says, where does the pressure lie, though? That's a good one. Pressure comes with expectations.
Right.
I think sorry, continue.
No, I was just thinking out loud. Like, you shouldn't necessarily feel pressured. I think that you should, when it comes to sex, I think it should be like something that you guys should just have a communication. Like, you should just have some level of something about. Like, if it's a one night stand thing, then that's different. You just do your thing. Right. But if it's like someone that you really care about, I feel like it's something you should be communicating and be like, okay,
Right.
well, this is not working for me, so like, can we just, go watch porn or something, something, right? So you can
I agree.
or you explain exactly what to do, and then hopefully the person can.
Femi says, would you be willing to give a dude a chance to what? Somebody says, fun fact. The day my girl guided me to her clit, every girl was off the map, and that's communication. Yes, that is communication. Because she's letting you know, listen, not necessarily you're doing something wrong, but you can do it better by doing X, Y, and Z.
And also, my body is different from whichever other girl you've been with. You know what I mean?
Right. Chance to learn. Okay, so would you give a dude the chance to learn? 100%. 100%. We're all learning. Everybody's learning on a daily basis. I can't just be like, I'm going to write you off because you didn't do it right. You know what I mean? I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to give you a chance to learn. And if you don't then learn, then you can be trashed. I'm sorry. But give her, like, I'm not saying give everybody benefit of the doubt, but give the people you think that will do better the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
And then see if that's also another level of expectation, though, thinking about it. Because if you give them benefit of the doubt, you expect them to learn more. So if you give them benefit of the doubt and don't expect anything from it, then mentally you're just going to be fine. Unreasonable expectation. My body is different from everybody else.
Quote unquote. Verbatim. Thank you.
Yes. Quote unquote. It is. Everybody's bodies is different. Everybody's, and that's also based on the things you go through in life. You know what I mean? Right. There is 20 seconds left. Small penis needs some love too. Well, sir, are you trying to tell us something?
No.
10 seconds remaining. We'll be back.
So can you join us again? 3, live, please, guys. 2, we're talking about sex.
Hello, friends. Back again. We are talking about sex and the nitty-gritty about it, I think. But yes, this is not PG-13. This is definitely one of those things where if your children are watching, please keep that to yourself unless you want them to learn about this. That's fine too. But yes, waiting for Yvette to join in.
Hi guys. Hey. I heard everything you said. It's not PG-13, so
yes.
No kids allowed.
No kids allowed. I mean, if you want your kids to learn, that's also another thing. That's okay too.
Yeah, exactly. So, what is wait, okay, let's talk about, do you have any fantasies about like sex when it comes to
sis, what?
Or does anybody else here have
I think that's a great question to ask everybody.
It's a great question for people. So let's do that.
Let's do that. Yikes. Shit, my auntie is on here. Sis, like...
Oh my god, girl. Oh, for real?
Okay, tell us what we need to find while sex happens. Spanish au pair.
Spanish au pair. Okay, that's his fantasy, of course.
Okay. Hey, I'm with this.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about your Spanish au pair, please, King Maverick.
Yeah. Somebody says, tell us what we need to know while sex happens. I think...
What do you mean? Can you explain that question? Because I mean, what you need to know while sex happens?
Wow. Oh, oh,
What?
oh.
What?
Anal fantasies and big clits and girls on girls.
Wait, who? What? Where is that? How am I not seeing that?
I just can't. No comments to that because.
Oh, I cannot see that on my side. Actually. But like, wow, that is wild.
I mean, that's great. To each their own. I mean, I'm there with you, but no comments.
Wait, what was the thing again? Can you read it out to me? Because I really can't see it here.
No, it says anal fantasies and big clits and girls on girls. Oh, so you like the fat poom poom? Oh,
that camel toe.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Sex. I feel like I can't have sex with somebody unless I'm intellectually compatible with them.
Right.
Like you need to be able to like work my mind.
So isn't there like a terminology for that?
Sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual, yes.
Yeah. So I am a sapiosexual. It's just like you need to. I can't just like sleep with you because you're dumb. You know what I mean? Like, and not necessarily like I'm not talking about book smarts. Like I'm talking about just being intelligent in different types of ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even if it's just like conspiracy levels or you're just talking about some documentary or something like that, but for you to trigger my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Yeah, that's for me in sex, for real. So being sapiosexual is a huge thing for sure.
Sapiosexual, okay. I don't believe I'm one of you guys, but I totally understand. Yeah. So sex. What else do y'all want to know about sex?
This also might just be my last live though, because my phone's gonna die. But yeah. Try not being able to watch porn because you prefer people's minds. No. No comments.
Well,
sorry, no comments, guys. I really want to answer you, but
we are live though. Like everybody watching. Everybody watching. Someone from work could be watching right now.
Sis,
talk about that shit right now. So,
okay. 69.
69 is a vibe. What about 69?
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. You're giving and taking. You know what I mean? It's 50-50, no cheating,
Oh my gosh.
It's 50-50. I mean, yep. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So let's talk about this. December in Nigeria.
Right. Yes.
Sex and December in Nigeria is a thing.
Sex in December in Nigeria is a thing?
Yes. It's a thing. And not even just for like me or anything like that, but like people in general. And I just remember that I packed a whole Ziploc bag of condoms, and not for me, but for people like, it's like carrying tampons in your bag. You know what I mean? Like like your sis over there is feeling some homeboy, and she's like, well, my dear, I'm just going to, I said, here, take one. Like,
take 1 or 10, whatever works for you.
Please, I don't want to hear stories saying, oh, I don't get belly.
Yeah.
Sorry. Now being like, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. We were not together.
A thing. Use your condoms, honey. Use your condoms.
It's a thing. It is a thing. Anyways, no quarantine radio. I'm bringing it here. Whole level of freak in December. Like people literally leave to do some nonsense shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're sitting there like, are you human? Like, what is going on? So come prepared. Like I went prepared, and I still have that bag today in my room.
Bag of condoms.
Yes. because you never trust anybody and be like, I'm just on vacation. You don't even know if they have a day or not at home. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
nobody knows me here, so you know
Nobody
what? I'm gonna
knows
go
you in a
wild.
different country.
Yes, yes, yes.
So prepare.
Yes.
If anybody's just like deciding to go to Nigeria or anywhere in like in one of those situations where everybody's gonna be there, protect yourself because
Protect yourself.
women
Strap up, honey.
do
Strap
not
up.
feel attacked or do not feel like you're a hoe or anything like that if you have condoms on you because
That
you're
is very
protecting
important.
yourself. You're
Yes.
protecting yourself. And I had somebody get mad at me for seeing condoms in my bag, like, oh, so you just fucking around like that? I'm like, shouldn't you not be glad that, you know what I mean? Dude, women, protect yourselves. If you need, carry condoms like you carry tampons or pads.
Agreed.
Because there are going to be situations you're just like another man. You're going to feel somebody, your juices are flowing. I want to do this right now. Protect yourself, please.
Protect
Protect
yourself and
yourself.
don't let anybody slut shame you. Like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? If you want to have sex, you do you, boo boo. Have your sex,
Do
go
your
wild and
thing.
crazy.
Do your
That's your
thing.
thing. Don't let anyone, like,
Don't
pass. And
let anybody shame you.
protect their
For,
insecurities towards
yeah.
you when it comes to that. Especially guys too, because like there's a lot of like misogynistic guys in Nigeria, and
Yeah.
it's just I just can't.
I just can't. You know what I mean?
I
You're
just
sitting there,
can't.
even me drinking a whole beer. You're like, oh, but you're a girl. Why are you drinking beer? Sir, did I ask you for your opinion?
Is
Like,
it your money,
you, thank
bruh?
you. Is it your money? Like, I'm drinking beer. Oh, beer is for guys. Said who?
You know?
So yes, being sexual is not something you need to be ashamed of.
Mm-hmm.
Females and or males who do feel like, um, you should not be ashamed of the decisions you're making. As long as you're not hurting people making those decisions, then it's all about you and how you feeling inside. Be mature
Agreed.
about those feelings. Also have a drawer full of condoms. Second, my girl found out it was a trust issue. Um, and yeah, I come home, mom goes through my drawers. Yeah, that's the thing. Like if you're in a relationship and you're not using condoms with your partner, having condoms may
You
cause those trust issues.
yes, that's the thing.
Um,
Yeah.
because now
Like,
they're
why do you
questioning
have
you
condoms if we're not
if we're not
using?
using them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I understand that being an issue. Um, But I mean, if you can communicate and be like, "Oh, it was there like
Communicate.
beforehand. I didn't even like think about it." That's fine too. Like you may have forgotten to like clean out the drawer, but you need to understand where that trust issue comes from because if you're not using condoms and you find it like randomly see condoms in the drawer, there's something to be talked about.
Right.
Communication. Um, but yes, what else?
Do you have
Um,
any other sex questions, guys?
I'm
Um,
thinking about mine.
do you have sex
Um,
dreams?
yeah. Yo, I've never actually had one of those. I have people
No,
tell me all the time, like, oh, I had a dream about this guy and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, cool.
girl,
Like,
you on your
I'm
own. No.
sis, sis.
Mm-mm-mm.
I've never, like, never. And I feel like I'm missing out on some things because,
Mm-mm.
like, people are just like, oh, but this was great. And this, and I'm like, what? How come I'm not feeling that way? But I've never had a sex dream.
Yeah. You know what though? The real thing is better, so let's just leave it that way. You're not
Yeah.
missing out on anything. You're fine. You're good.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So someone's
Now,
asking, is threesome with a dude gay?
no,
No, I don't think so.
I personally don't think so. At the end of the day, it depends on the person, and I know a lot of guys are based on visuals, and this is why they have two females over a dude, where
Right.
some guys just don't even care. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
I think it depends on you being honest with yourself.
mm,
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, if is having another dude there more comfortable for you, then that's something you need to like, take into consideration and figure out. Um, but personally, I don't think it's gay.
No, I don't either. Like, and I think it's, if you're gonna request for, like, let's say you and your girlfriend decide that you want to have a threesome, and you request for like 2 girls, like she should be able to request for 2 guys as well without
Exactly.
freaking out about it.
50-50.
Or else just
Mm-hmm.
don't do it. There's no
Exactly.
point,
And some
you know.
girls also like visuals as human beings. Some girls would rather have 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
And some girls are okay with 2 girls. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it depends
And
on the
mhm.
person in general.
You don't even have to, get physical with the guy or anything. Like, but
Yeah, the guy could
if
just be
you're gonna
watching you.
request for 2 girls because it's society allows it, it's okay to do that. Like, she should be able to request for 2 guys as well. Like, you should have some
Right.
like.
I actually gave the option to my girl and I said she gets that's perfect. Because now, actually, I'm glad you said that. Guys, it's easy for you to bust a nut, you know what I mean? Um,
Oh, we going there.
yeah, we're going there. Um, but now as females, it's more in our heads than anything. So, I mean, speaking for me, I can't even speak for all females. So let me not even say that.
Right.
Um, it's more of a mental thing. So now if you said I get first pick, shit, you're about to have the best fun of your life. Because if I'm having fun, you're having fun too.
We all
So
having
we
fun.
all having a good time. But now if you pick and I'm like, who's this bitch? Or like, who's this nigga? You know what I mean? Like, I will be asking questions in my head, and therefore, what's supposed to be happening? Because this
Right.
coincides with that.
Right.
So if this is doing a lot of work, this is not doing any work. You know?
Right.
So her
You
getting
gotta
the
please
first
that though.
pick,
You gotta please.
you gotta please. And if that is working for her, it's probably gonna work extra good for you. So you're smart, my guy. Getting her to do the first pick is smart on your part because now she knows she's comfortable because she picked who it is. She's comfortable. She trusts this person or may not, but you know what I mean? Comfortable. And in that way, you're getting whatever it is that you want, anyways.
Right. Right.
So, yes, I mean, you're
But why
smart.
do guys feel so insecure when it comes to 2 guys and 1 girl in a threesome? Why
I,
is that a thing that guys should feel a certain way about?
I mean, I don't think it's based on just a guy. I think it's just a person because um, there are
Do you think
girls
it's
who
society?
I think yes, yeah, 100%. But a girls is the same way too. There's some girls who get jealous.
Right.
That you get jealous, you know what I mean? It's just a human thing. It's just as a person growing up, are you a jealous type? Are you not a jealous type? Do you like to share? Do you not like to share?
Right.
You know, it's always in your head.
Right.
So, I feel like some dudes will feel some type of way because and be like, oh, my woman is gonna run away with some dude. But I mean, she could also easily run away with some girl,
Right.
you know? So I think it's a person thing because if a woman gets connected with another woman or another man, she's gone,
Yeah.
you know?
Someone
You're
said
not
you're,
trying to,
yeah.
sorry,
Go ahead.
you're not trying to watch another guy fuck your girl though. I mean, some people love that.
But like, why are you okay with it the other way then?
Like a girl being with another
A
girl
girl with
because
a,
but
yeah,
because
like,
men
is
don't
it
realize the strongest connection is actually with female. Men do not understand that. To me, at least, I'm like sitting there and be like, it's easier for a woman to run with another woman than it is with a man because once a woman gets to your field,
mm-hmm.
that's it. But
Right.
I feel like they don't take it seriously like that as females. They're like, well, she doesn't have a dick, so
Right.
how is she going to,
Right. And I feel
so
like if you have an issue with watching another guy be with your girl in that way,
mhm.
like, it doesn't, these things could have boundaries as well. Like, if
Yeah.
you want that, this guy doesn't have to be with your girl, then you just
Hmm.
communicate it, and you don't
Hmm.
have to do it in that way, you
Right.
know So, you know, there are other things that, you know, people
They
do.
come into play. Honestly, if
Yeah.
once I feel like once you start feeling jealous of a situation, that's something you need to look at on your own and be like, why am I feeling this way?
Right.
And it
Exactly.
comes down to insecurities too. You know what I mean?
Securities. Yes, that's
Insecurities. Because you're sitting there and like, oh, why would your woman or a man leave you because of somebody else? Are you not putting the right things on the table for your woman or your man to stay?
right.
You know what I mean? This is like I feel like it was something that's supposed to spark your relationship, or
Mm-hmm.
put some type of fun into it if you're getting complacent. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so it's communication. You literally have to. This guys, it all comes down to communication. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you're not communicating with
Everything.
your partner and being like, oh, I just want this for the sake of this, and if you're like, oh man, I felt some type of way, I'm feeling this person on a deeper level, you need to communicate that with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do
Someone
that.
said, sorry, Z said, don't like will never like. So you don't like what? Do you not like threesome?
Threesome.
Do you not like, you know, what don't you
Two
like?
guys, two girls. What don't you like? It says I'm asking a one night stand. Yes, my wife when I'm 50. I mean, to each their own.
To each
To
their
each
own.
their own. To each their own. So, like, if you decide that you want to ask your 50-year-old wife, listen, let's have a threesome. Communication. You need to communicate that with your wife or your partner, whoever it is that you are in that relationship with, and be like, okay, so I'm bored. Should we do this or no?
Your relationship should be on your own terms. It shouldn't be based on society. Every relationship is different. Someone said the idea of sharing my guy and another girl. Z. Oh, okay. So she's
Oh, that's what you would never do.
right,
Okay.
right, right.
That's understandable. I
That's
mean, some people just don't share it. Like even
right,
as like children, some people are just like mine. It's all mine.
right.
I'm not
Exactly.
sharing it. And if that's you, that's you. That's okay too.
So someone said, so
Um,
Z, you and another man, sure, but you won't share with another girl.
yeah. Well, you never know. To each their own.
Right.
Um, but yeah, my phone's about to die, so I might have to go.
Oh, you guys, we have to cut this conversation short, but you know
No,
what?
you can't continue without me. Guys, go follow Ife.
Oh,
She's a
girl.
great ass.
What are you talking about? We had this conversation already last week. Let's not bring it up.
She's got a great ass. I like you just can't even stop looking sometimes, it's great. It's lovely. And she anyways. Guys, please go follow Ife and talk to her. Because I'm about to go off and yeah.
Never been a fan
Good
of
this cash just casually you're not in a relationship.
never been a
Um
fan of threesomes in a relationship. Could do this casually, but not in a relationship. Okay, that's fair. That's
That's
fair.
fair. I mean, if it's
Yeah,
casual, then there are no expectations. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Expectation leads to disappointment. So if you don't want to be disappointed, just um, don't expect shit from your casual lovers.
yeah, yeah. So some people are coming back, but we actually have to go because
No, you stay. You
I don't
stay.
want. It's
I'm
okay.
gonna charge my phone. We'll stay in communication if I can go back on. Oh my God, Uncle Tunde just came on. Wow. Oh.
Who's Uncle
Yes.
today?
So this is my cue. Bye.
Uncle Tunde, well done, no sir. Well
No,
done.
it's not actually an uncle. Tunde is also very, very good looking. Guys,
Yeah. Well done,
go
sir.
visit Tunde. Tunde
Yeah.
actually is like one of the CEOs of Think Africa. Does really
Okay.
great work for the diasporas
Right.
in over here. Like he
Right.
is in DC, so the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to follow his work, it's great. I've been to
Awesome.
Nigeria based on Think Africa and learned so much about myself.
So is it at
Think
Think
Africa.
Africa then on Instagram
Yeah,
or?
Think Africa is the company. If you want to follow Tunde himself, you can, but go follow Think Africa. It's pretty great.
Okay, you guys, we might come back on live in a week or a few days time, so just
we'll let you know. I'm so
we'll
glad you guys tuned in. I'm very, very, very grateful that you guys are watching.
Yes.
You know, we will have lots of things to talk about.
We appreciate it.
We do.
Thank you for joining us.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Bye.